Most people think the economy is a chaotic mess, a series of random events, political drama, and accidental crashes. They're wrong. Welcome to TradingBits X. This channel is all about decoding the economy from the ground up. No noise, just signal. The economy is a machine, and like any machine, it has a pulse, a rhythm, a heartbeat. We call it the economy cycle. So the economy moved from the euphoria of the boom to the cold reality of the crash. It is predictable, it is inevitable, and yet it catches 99% of the people off guard every single time. But here's the real question. Where are we right now? Are we at the peak, the start into the middle, or are we at the bottom, sitting on the greatest opportunity of our lives? If you don't know which phase we are in, you're not playing the game, you're the prize. Today, we decode the rhythm of money. So far, we have covered the architecture, the financial system, the role of the central bank, and how the assets moves. But those are just the players. Today we talk about the game. We're breaking down the 4 stages of the economy cycle: expansion, slowdown, recession, and recovery. Before we dive into the mechanism of the boom, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. We're building a community of people who wants to understand the system, not just survive it. Quick question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being a total crash and 10 being a massive boom, how do you feel about the economy today? Drop your number below. I'm ready to read all of them. The engine of the cycle. Why doesn't the economy just grow in a straight line forever, right? In a perfect world, productivity would drive steady growth, but we don't live in a perfect world. We live in a world driven by credit and human psychologies. An economic cycle is the rise and fall of the economic activity, measured by GDP, employment, and retail sales, but the real engine is that cycle. When credit is easy to get, the economy moves fast. When credit's tightened, the machine grinds to halt. It's a tug of war between greed and fear. Understanding this isn't just economy, it's a superpower, because while the masses are panicking, the educators are positioning. Expansion, the gray illusion. This is the party. Everything looks perfect. Businesses are hiring, wages are rising, and your neighbor is suddenly a genius inventor because his portfolio went up 40%. During expansion, interest rates are usually low. Banks are begging to lend you money, and consumers' confidence is at all-time high. But there is a trap. Because things are going so well, people and corporations start taking on too much debt. They assume tomorrow will be even better than today. This is why economy is high in mystic, called the stability instability paradox. When things are stable for too long, people take risks that make the system unstable. Ask yourself, have you noticed how everyone becomes an investing expert when the markets are going up? That's the first sign of an overheating expansion. Slow down, the turning point. Then comes the slowdown. This is the most dangerous phase because it's invisible to the untrained eye. The economy is still growing, but the rate of growth is falling. Inflation starts to creep up because everyone has been spending so much. To fight inflation, central banks start raising interest rates. If you want to know more about interest rate, I have a full video in the link above. Suddenly, that cheap money isn't just so cheap anymore. Profit margins shrinks. Companies stop hiring. The vibe shifts from how much can I make to how much can I keep. Do you think the mainstream media tell you the truth during a slowdown? Or do they wait until the crash happened to tell you things were bad? Let's talk about it in the comments below. Recessions, the Great Reset, the world that makes people terrible. Technically, it's 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth, but in reality it's a purge. During a recession, the excess of the expansion is burning away. Some big companies that only survive on cheap debt go bankrupt. Bad investments are liquidated. Unemployment rises. as the system trying to find its floor. It is painful, it's ugly, but recessions are necessary. Without them, the economy will be filled with dead woods. A recession is a forest fire that allows new, stronger trees to grow. Do you see a recession as a disaster or as a clearance sales for assets? Your answers define whether you'll ever be wealthy. Recovery, the birth of wealth. Finally, we hit the recovery. The blood had stopped flowing in the streets. Central banks slash interest rate to zero. The government pumps liquidity into the system. Everything is cheap: houses, stock, and businesses. This is where the smart money enters. While the general public is still terrified from the recession, the wealthy are quietly buying up the world at a discount. Confidence slowly returns. A new cycle begins and the loop starts all over again. Expansion, slowdown, recession, recovery. It's the cycle of life for your money. If you can identify these phases, you stop being a victim of the news cycle. You stop buying at the top and sell it at the bottom. You begin to anticipate the move before it happens. This is summarized like this: expansion, credit is easy, risk is high. Slowdowns, rates rises, growth fades. Recession, the system resets and purge debts. Recovery, the best time to build for the future. But wait a minute, its cycles are natural. Why do we have some of them turn into total global catastrophe? Why do we have black swans and financial crisis that wipes out entire nations? That is exactly what we're talking on the next video. We're moving from the normal cycle to the extreme breakdown. In our next video, we'll cover why crises happen. We'll talk about systematic fragility, the liquidity traps, and the debt bomb that currently is sticking in the global economy. If you're ready for this deep end, click at the next video. And don't forget, share this video with one person who needs to wake up. Common cycle equals opportunity if you made it to the end. And please consider to subscribe to TradingBits X. We're building a community to understand how the economy evolves every day. And remember, money, markets, we're trading the future. See you in the next one.